Hey guys, Cece back with another video, and for today's video we're gonna do our Sephora holiday event sale recommendation. Hey guys, do me a favor, stop what you're doing and click that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to 10,000 followers on Instagram. I need you to head over and give me a follow. Thanks in advance. Now on to the video. Can you guys believe it is that time again? Like, it's the time for the Sephora sale. Now, I'm gonna start this video by saying, I don't even think I'm gonna have a haul this year. I just don't see anything. Nothing at Sephora has really been catching my eye lately. So I'm not even sure that I'm gonna shop the sale, but I'm gonna give you guys all the details and I'm gonna tell you guys all the products that I think you need that I have just been absolutely loving. So I tried to keep this video, I tried to only show you products that I haven't shown you in the last recommendations video, because I do this video twice a year every time Sephora has a sale. So I tried to keep these products, you know, newer products. However, some of them will overlap. It's been a while since we just really sat down and dished about makeup. So I wanted to make sure I covered everything. Like I said, I usually put a part at the end of this video where we're kind of talking about some of the new things that I don't have that's on my wish list, but I don't know that I necessarily have a wish list. I know, it's crazy. I've never had that happen before, but I just really don't right now. Nothing's really been tickling my fancy. So if you guys recommend anything to me that I should shop during the sale, make sure you leave it down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys are gonna purchase. So here are the event details. For Sephora VIB Rouges, you can shop the entire length of the sale, which is November 5th to November 15th. You get 20% off per usual, and then everybody gets 30% off of the Sephora collection from the 5th through the 15th. So if you're looking to buy anything from the Sephora collection, if I purchase anything, that will be what I purchase, because Sephora collection has some absolutely amazing products. I actually have one in this video today, but there are some amazing products in the Sephora collection, including brushes. So keep that in mind. But 15% off, VIBs get 15% off from the 9th through the 15th. So you can start shopping on the 9th. And then if you're a beauty insider, you can start shopping on the 11th and you get 10% off. So from the 11th through the 15th. And again, that entire time from the 5th through the 15th, everybody can get 30% off of Sephora collection products. The code for everyone is YAYHOLIDAY, and I will have all that information down below in the description box. I can't believe it's this time of year again. That means it's holiday time, which I love, and Christmas time, and I just get so excited for this time of year. So yeah, we're gonna dive right in because this video is gonna be long enough. So let's start with fragrances. This year I went all out on the fragrances. I have just been loving so many different fragrances, from dossier fragrances to y'all know I'm going to show you my Ellis Brooklyn Fable fragrance. I have some YSL, some Valentino. I've just been loving all types of different fragrances lately, right? So the two that I absolutely think you should grab during this sale are these two. One is the Ellis Brooklyn Fable and the other is the YSL, I don't even know what the whole name is. I'll put the name of it on the screen, but this is how the bottles look, and these have been my two favorite perfumes that you can get at Sephora. They just smell so good and I'm just absolutely in love with them. So perfumes are amazing products to stock up on during the sale, because when else do you get 20% off of fragrance? Fragrance is so expensive, right? So hello, to get 20% off of it is absolutely awesome. So I will, if I see a new fragrance, I'm gonna definitely stock up on one. So you guys let me know what fragrances I should try next. I do have perfume collections up on my channel, so if you haven't seen those, I will make sure they are linked in this video as well. But these two, definitely try. I'm gonna go in kind of an odd order, but whatevs. So lip products, I only have two lip products to recommend this time around. One being a lip balm. This is the Summer Fridays. This is the Lip Butter Balm. I have been talking about this since it came out. So I have the original and then I have the two flavor ones that they brought out. So this one is in, I think it's vanilla beige. Vanilla Beige. That's what this one is. And then I have the other flavor that they came out with, which I'll pop up on the screen here. And I love these so much. They keep my lips hydrated and moisturized, and they last a while on the lips. I just absolutely love these and would recommend them. Along with this guy right here. Every single color is beautiful. These are the NARS Air Matte Lip Colors. This one's in the shade Pinup, and it's the one I'm wearing today. Absolutely love this lip color so much, and not necessarily the color, but just the formula of it. It's not super dry, but it just feels very light and airy on the lips. I feel like Air Matte is the perfect name for this because it's almost like a whipped texture, and it just feels really good on the lips. It looks really good. It sets really nicely. You don't have to put a gloss on top. I do have the Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Bomb Heat, the original Gloss Bomb Heat. I do have that one on top of it, but you don't even need a gloss on top. It just looks very, very pretty on your lips. So I do have a couple of brow pencils to show you. First being this Refi pencil. So Refi has been a brow product that just kind of came up out of nowhere and took my heart. Like, it just stole my heart. I had never heard of this brand, and all of a sudden they started having brow products on the Sephora website. So I was like, sure, I'll try it. This is one of the best brow pencils I have ever used. It's very, very skinny. Y'all know I love those super like skinny brow tips. So it is super skinny, and it makes nice light hair-like strokes, but it's strong. Like, it's skinny, but it's powerful. So the color payoff is amazing. So you do still have to use a light hand with this, but I absolutely love this pencil. I love the size of it. I love how it makes my brows look, and it just, if you haven't tried this pencil, I'm telling you, just give it a try. And then of course, my trusty Huda Beauty brow pencil. This one I've loved ever since it came out. This is another one with the skinny tip. This pencil has the skinniest tip I have ever used, and it just makes doing your brows so easy. It's so user friendly, so beginner friendly is what I'm trying to say. So if you are new to doing your brows, I hear that all the time. Oh my gosh, I can never get my brows to look good. How do you get your brows to look good? Using a user-friendly pencil like this one is definitely helpful. It leaves room for mistakes if you're not a pro, which I am not. So it leaves room for some mistakes. So I really love these pencils. Then the last brow product is this one. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. So I really like this on days where I don't feel like doing much with my brows, and I just kind of want them to stay down and stay in place. This is really nice for that. You can also get that really cute feathered look that everybody goes for. You can get that with this brow gel as well. It is a very strong brow gel. Your brows will definitely stay in place even if they're curly. Mine are like coarse and curly, and this keeps them in place all day. So I do really, really like this brow wax. Moving on down the line, I have one concealer, and it's this guy. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer in the shade 13 for me. You guys, I have so many concealers that I just love and I adore, but I've been using this one like every day. Ironically, I didn't use it today. I used the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. However, this has been my favorite concealer for the past couple of months. It's been my go-to, the one that I just pull out and continuously use just because it is so creamy. I mean, it blends so well underneath the eyes. It's gorgeous underneath the eyes, you guys. I got mine in the shade 13 because I'm really pulling away from that super bright under eye look. It just blends so effortlessly into the skin, doesn't settle into any fine lines or anything like that. This is it. I do have one eyeshadow palette to show you guys. I couldn't think of any other that I really fell in love with except for this one. This is a fairly new palette at Sephora. It's the Natasha Denona Retro palette. And what I love about this is that there are some lighter colors that you can make some daytime looks with. And then you have these rich, bold, like jewel toned almost colors, and then they're a little cool, and it's like that perfect fall feeling. And this is one of the one of the palettes that's only $65. You guys know Natasha Denona palettes can run you up to like $150, I think, but this is one of the $65 palettes and it just did not disappoint. Natasha Denona shadows are super buttery, they blend well, they don't have a lot of fallout, and I love them so much, and I love this palette. One of my favorite shades is this one right here. It's called Amara, and it's just this really pretty like mauve brick red almost shade, and at first I didn't know what to do with it, but I just have been creating looks on looks on looks with this palette. So I have one primer to share, and it's this one. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer. This one is almost gone. I love it so much. This is one of my favorite primers ever, and I thought it would be remiss to not mention it in this video. Okay, so my next category is going to be foundations. So this is where I went a little crazy because, again, we haven't sat and dished about makeup in quite a long time. So I wanted to make sure I covered all the bases for you guys. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 foundations sitting here. So I'm going to run through them very, very quickly. But these are just my favorites. And if you're looking for a new foundation, I think you could probably find one in this pile and to try because they're absolutely gorgeous, every single one of them. First is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have a full review, I think on all of these. I have a full review on all of these foundations on my channel. So just type in the foundation name and my name, Camelia Yvette, and it should pop up. But this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Such a gorgeous foundation. It keeps you matte but not flat, and it just looks very good on the skin. It doesn't dry my skin out, I find, and I really like that, especially for the cooler months. I have the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. Gosh, I've had this for a while. It's almost gone. It's the easiest type of packaging in this little squeezy tube, and I just love this so much. It looks very skin-like on the skin, and I love that. I'm in the shade Y445 in this one, and in the NARS, I'm in the shade Cadiz Medium Deep 3. Kat Von D. If you need something that is just going to be super duper duper full coverage, not Kat Von D, KVD. If you need something extremely full coverage, KVD is your go-to. This is their Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. This is that one that was sold out like everywhere for the longest time. Well, it was sold out for good reason. The coverage is amazing on this guy, and it is just such a beautiful cream foundation. I am in the shade Tan 68. I love this foundation so much. Anytime I'm going for a super full coverage, super glam look, this is it. She's perfection. And then the foundation that I'm wearing today is the Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation in the shade Toffee 420G. This guy, so can't you see the flawlessness right now? Like it's so flawless on the skin. This is another full coverage foundation. This is a thicker foundation, so you want to make sure you're blending it out well. But once you get it all blended out, this looks just absolutely beautiful on the skin. It has that matte finish, but you still get that radiance from it, and it's gorgeous. Of course, there are more. I have the little mini Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Foundation. This has been one of my favorite foundations for years at this point. I just ended up purchasing this small one because I just didn't need another full-size foundation. So I purchased the small one because my old one, it was just old, so I went ahead and got rid of it. But this is one of my favorite foundations. It keeps me matte throughout the day, and it just has such a beautiful creamy finish, like medium to full coverage, and I just love this. And then of course, my Too Faced Born This Way foundations. These I am in love with together. I have the Born This Way matte, and I have the Born This Way, just the regular one, and using them together is an experience like no other, okay? I don't seem to love them as much separately. I like them, but I don't seem to love them as much separately. But when I put them together, they are just gorgeous, and it gives me, the finish is just everything. It's everything that you want it to be. Very creamy formula, and it's a gorgeous finish. For these, I'm in the shade Brulee for both of them. For the Fenty, I'm in the shade 370, if I didn't say. Okay, last two foundations. Back to Fenty. This is the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade number 16. Another just absolutely gorgeous formula by Fenty. I love Fenty, by the way, if you didn't know. But just another gorgeous formula by the brand. This is a lighter covering, it's a skin tint. So it's a lighter covering formula, but it's very nice for like every day. If you're just going to run errands and you just want something so you don't look dead, something that's really just going to just brighten you up a little bit, even out your skin tone. This is very nice for that. You can use your fingers with this. You can mix it in with some moisturizer just to give you a little coverage, and I really like this. Last foundation, and this is more of a luxury purchase, so this is the perfect time to buy it and to talk about it. It's the Gucci, this is the Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. This foundation it's a natural finish, so if you're super oily, you're probably like me, you're probably gonna have to touch up throughout the day, which is fine for me because the finish is so gorgeous. I look like a porcelain doll when I wear this foundation. Like, that's how flawless my skin looks, and it's just so nice. It's so nice. It feels like money. It feels luxury. It really does. So I love this stuff. I'm in the shade 330W for reference. All right, let's talk through powders. I have 5 powders here. Powders are another thing where I discovered some really good ones this year that I just couldn't leave out of this video, right? So the first one is this Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder. Exactly what it says, right? Stops some of the oil, but then leaves you with this beautiful luminosity on your face. Not oil, but luminosity. I love this powder for that. I love the formula of it. It's just a very soft powder. Doesn't give a whole lot of coverage, so if you're looking for something that is going to cover, this is not going to be that for you, but it's just a very beautiful finishing powder. Now, something that will cover for you, honey, and I mean cover everything, is this guy. It's the One Size Versatile Foundation Powder, the Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder. I have mine in the shade Dark 1, Golden Olive, and this is what it looks like. Full coverage powder foundation. So if you're just using this to set your liquid foundation, just remember you're gonna get even more coverage out of this. So when I'm using this to set my liquid foundation, I take a big fluffy brush that's not super dense, and I just go in and fluff it all over the face. Now, if I'm gonna take a smaller, more dense brush, that's where I'm gonna use this as my actual foundation. So you wanna just keep that in mind. Like, she's full coverage, and she's really nice. I just have to say that. I have the Christian Dior Forever Cushion Powder. This is a loose powder. I have mine in the shade Deep. This is one that doesn't have that much coverage. I use it just with a big fluffy brush, but no, it's not that much coverage. I don't think this is a foundation. I would think it's not, because the coverage really isn't there. However, it's a great finishing powder just to lock your makeup in place and give your face that last touch. This is really good for that. I love loose powders as finishing powders. Like, you just dust them on and you just look perfect. Another setting finishing powder. This is more of a setting powder though, because this does have a little bit of coverage. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder in the shade 4.0, and this is another one of those all over your face loose powders. I take a big fluffy brush and I just dust it, and it just locks that makeup in place. It also helps keep me matte throughout the day, so this is really nice. If you have oily skin, this will be beautiful on you. Last powder is this guy. It's the Tatcha Radiant Translucent Setting Powder. So how I use this, I use it 2 ways actually. The first way is I will take it and I will mix it in with my under eye setting powder, and I will just dab it kind of in the corners right here, just to give like that much brightness, just to amp it up a little bit, you know. It's so cute. And then how I also use this, if I feel like I went a little overboard on powders, I'm too matte, I just really look dead and flat, I will also use this and I will mix a little in my matte powder, and I'll swirl it around and I'll put it on my face, and it just gives me a nice little glow to the face. So I do love this powder for that. All right, we only have a few more products left. One being a setting spray. This is the One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I've been using this. I think I hauled this in my last Sephora haul, and I've been using this ever since non-stop. And I would highly recommend that if you're looking for a spray that's really gonna lock that makeup in place all day, that you get this setting spray. It comes in the little baby size, and it also comes in the full size. I am almost done with this baby size, and I probably should have just kept the full size. If you guys remember, I had the full size and then I returned it for the baby size. I probably just should have kept the full size because I'm almost done with that one because it's so good. I don't know if I just wasn't expecting it to be that good, but it's actually really good, right? So then moving on to blush. I have two blushes. Both of them are cream blushes because this has been the year of cream products, we all know. This first one is the NARS Air Matte Blush in Scandalous. Everything they come out with in that Air Matte line, I'm obsessed with, right? This is what this one looks like. It is this gorgeous deep berry shade. I just go in with a light hand and I really just buff it into the skin. It's not as scary as it looks in the packaging. So you don't have to worry about it really ruining your makeup if you have a heavier hand, but I usually go in with the light hand. It's easier to add more than to take away. So I usually go in with the light hand and just keep buffing it into the skin until I see the desired effect that I want, and it's just, it blends right in. It's so gorgeous. Same with this guy, the Merit Beauty. This is the cheek color in Raspberry Beret, and it's almost that same shade as the NARS blush. Like, obviously you can tell what I like, but this is another one. It's just, first of all, it's very easy to use because, I mean, you can take it right from the packaging. You don't have to have a brush to take it out, but look how gorgeous, how pretty is that color? I mean, it is just the perfect blush shade for fall. I'm in love. I am in love, and it's so creamy and it blends out so well. One bronzer I would recommend is the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty. This one's in the shade Deep Tan, and it has kind of this baked bronzer effect, but very pretty on the skin. Not super dark where you feel like it's just overbearing. It's gonna leave a dark line. Blends out well. It works well with the other makeup. I really like this bronzer a lot. I just realized I had a good amount of Huda Beauty products in this video, I feel like. I guess maybe just 3. I'm over exaggerating. I have another Huda product. These are the last 2 products actually. These are highlighters. So this is the Huda Beauty Rich Glow Obsessions Mini Face Palette. Y'all know I love these little Obsessions palettes by Huda. Love them so much. This is like the first year I haven't added one into this video, but you guys have seen me talk about them a million times over. I still recommend the eye palettes, but this is a face palette that I now recommend also, and it has 4 different highlighter shades in it. The highlighters are they're so soft and they just feel so good, and they just give you so much pigment. They're beautiful. I would recommend this. This is great for travel. Don't sleep on it, y'all. Last but not least, I told y'all all the Sephora products are 30% off starting the 5th. This guy, pick it up. It comes in 2 shades. It's the Micro Smooth Captivate Multitasking Baked Face Palette. You guys know how much I love the Micro Smooth Face Powder. Well, they've come out with the palette, right? And it has highlighters, it has blushes, it has a bronzer. It comes in 2 shades. It comes in a light and a deep. I got mine in the deeper shade, but first of all, I was like, man, I don't think this bronzer is going to be deep enough. I just don't think I'm going to like it. I lied. I love it, and I've been using it so much, like every day. I had to force myself to put it down last week because I was using it every day, and I was like, girl, you got all this other makeup, like, share the love. So I had to force myself to put it down, but this is one of the most beautiful face palettes I've tried in a very long time, and it's gonna be 30% off. I think it was $20, so 30% off makes it $14. Just pick it up. Woo! Okay, that was a lot. I think I have sufficiently talked your ear off. Thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with my long ass videos. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're still watching and if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, you guys.